Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to my new series. This is Muddling Through Minecraft with Niceberg, and we are in a brand new world to start off the new year. We've got some jungle behind us, looks like a little birch forest down in a hole here. Don't know what's on the other side of this mountaintop, but it is time for us to go explore and investigate and create a new world. So, off we go. And start by grabbing some wood, I suppose. Punching some logs and getting ourselves all set up in a brand new Minecraft world. As with the start to any Minecraft world, we need to make sure that we take care of a couple of things here in the first few minutes. And we are getting to the midday, maybe a little bit past midday of day one. I'm not too worried about a few things that we need to get taken care of. Of course, one of the things that we should be looking for is thinking about a bed, but I've got plenty of sheep here. And we need to think about a home, somewhere to start our home. We also need to be thinking about protection during the nighttime. Again, we've got sheep, so if I need to, we can go get those sheep real quickly and make ourselves some shears and make ourselves a bed. If I can find any iron, we can make ourselves some shears anyway. I have some ideas on a starter home house based on this starting place here, and we'll see if I can collect a few resources and get started on those thoughts. Of course, another major component in our first day endeavors here needs to be some food. I did have a couple of apples that I ate, but we'll go ahead and plant up a few wheat seeds as well, because quite frankly, oh no, whoa, hello. This is what I was worried about, but I don't want to go just kill those sheep. Oh, there are two. Okay, I could just go kill. Let's go ahead and get ourselves into this cave up here. I think this is where we're going to start building a little bit of a starter home, starter base kind of area. It's a little bit protected, and I think that this could work out pretty nicely. We'll start doing a little bit of carving out of this space while it's dark outside, and hopefully it will give us enough protection from all of the little baddies out there, like that little zombie that just scared me. Well, I suppose, you know, it's good to get the first death out of the way anyway, but holy cow, that did not take very long. All I wanted to do was get a little bit of more wood. Instead, I got shot by skeletons. This one right here, in fact. The enchanted bow is going to kill me again. Bam! 2 in a row. I'm so good at this game, you guys. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. I am amazing. These skeletons have nothing on me. They can't beat me. They've beat me 3 times. I don't know what I'm talking about. Things are starting out well. Got a little hobbity hole kind of thing that's going to be looking up here. 2 places already, and I just noticed that there's this third hole down here that maybe we could connect as well. We'll see. That might look okay. And then I'm thinking that out in this area we can put some of our crop farms and things as we come down towards the river. So that will be kind of the next thing that I'm working on, is creating some sort of easy stair step down, or terraforming this land just a bit in here. I'm going to need to do some digging to get some dirt and kind of build a way to get up into the hobbit hole a little more easily than what we have right now. So, yeah, we're going to go find some materials and get to terraforming. I have been doing quite a bit of work here. We're going to do a little sugarcane harvest. See that I've been spreading it around a little bit. I haven't really stored any, so I'm going to store this bit here. And I've also started some terraforming, so you can see what's going on up at the top of our base here. We've got now 3 windows that will get filled in eventually with our hobbit area. And again, a little bit of terraforming started, as well as this little staircase that will take us up to our hobbit area. And what I need, though, is some moss. So I'm realizing that this space here is great, but I want this to be as green as possible, which means that everywhere where there's dirt going to be showing, I need moss. And it also means that for some of the sides of this, I'm going to need moss or green concrete powder. So that's going to be the next resource that we kind of go hunting for a little bit here, is a little bit of green concrete powder and or moss. So I'm not really sure where to go to find either one of those. So we may have to go on a little adventure, but probably once daylight hits. I'm going to go get these sheep over here so that I could actually sleep through the night. I have not slept yet. And that is going to cause a problem with phantoms here very soon. In fact, it will cause a problem here very, very shortly if I don't hurry get these guys over where I need them. Are on the hunt for moss and or green concrete powder, or both. And I'm starting the hunt for moss. Green concrete powder obviously will require two things, which is, well, three things really. Sand, gravel, which will be relatively easy for us to get as we're here by the river. And it will also require green dye. Now, green dye would come from cacti, so maybe we could find a desert nearby. I have no idea. Moss, though, would also be a reasonable substitute, a good substitute, and all it would require is for us to find a lush cave. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, is a lush cave. Well, if we look for a azalea tree, then maybe we'll find ourselves a lush cave and find some moss pretty quickly. That's just my thought. Obviously, lush cave, so we'll get our way back out and continue overland. Oh, and there is a, what is that called now? Badlands? Is it Badlands? Whatever. Either way, maybe there are some cacti over there we could get, or at least start our green dye collection. And a little bit of desert. I don't see any. Oh, there's a little bit of cactus. All right. Ooh, do you see what I see? Is that a spider spawner over there? Now that we've got some cactus, I would still like to find a lush cave, because even though we've got green concrete powder that we can use now, concrete powder will be affected by gravity. And in some of those places, I think we need blocks that will not be affected by gravity. A spider spawner over there, that's not too far away from what we're setting up as our starter home. So, oof, we'll have to keep that in mind. Lots of gravel and sand around here. That's beautiful. And I'm going to see if I can find a lush cave. Time to switch directions. This Badlands continues on for a while, and I don't see any stop to it, and I'm worried that I'm not going to find a lush cave. So we're going to go back the other way, explore the other direction a little bit, see if we go back towards the jungle, if maybe there's a lush cave over in that direction, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that there is. Oh, look at this. We have ourselves a desert temple that we could go explore. We don't have a whole lot of room in our inventory, so let's just make note of this, about 870, 270, and when we get the chance, we'll come back and check it out. Ah, there is the other reason that I wanted to take to the water, because I was kind of hoping that we might find a shipwreck. That would be another place to find some moss. So now we just got to be hopeful that we get lucky, that there's actually some moss in this shipwreck. So let's see what we find in the depths here. This may be the end to our adventure, which would be great. At least some coast armor trim, that's nice. Let's go see what's back here. Yes, there is moss. Oh my goodness. And all of the vegetables that we could possibly need. Oh, that is a great find, folks. Could not have asked for a better shipwreck. Let's see if we can figure out how to get back. Again, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we needed to head somewhere in like the 40-20 direction. So I think we're going back the right way. Ah, thankfully, we have found home. That is excellent. Oh, there's our third sheep crawling around up there. We need to figure out a way to keep these sheep down where we want them. I think that's just going to be to kind of block off this climbing area for them, but they can't get up. And lure them back down. All right, here we have a re-envisionment of the little bit of a cliffside pathway here. I'm not super happy with the cliff over here, this area here, but the pathway I'm pretty pleased with at this point. So we've got some farmland around, lots of flowing water underneath this thing for now, but oh, and we missed a spot there. Let's fill that in real quick. There we go. So yeah, anyway, just a nice little pathway here now. I like this a lot better. The shape of this, the flow of this feels much better to me. I was trying to get more grass involved here, but I think that maybe we'll throw some moss or concrete powder in at some point. But with the path blocks, the cobble and the mossy cobble, I think this does what I kind of wanted it to do. And that leads up here past this window, which isn't finished yet, or the inside isn't finished yet, nothing really to look at. And then up here to where I've done just a little bit of interior work. This will be the main part, a little bit of storage down here, and then up the staircase to what will be our bedroom. So that is where we are so far, and I am liking it. I got a little pen for the sheep up here, where I've been feeding them every now and then, but really focused on this space over here. So a couple of things that I want the farmland to grow up, and so I can see this better. But a couple of things that I've wanted to do is keep green in here. So if we make this farmland, which we could do, it won't be green, it'll be brown. So I kind of want to leave this green strip in here and see what that looks like. Same here, right? As I wanted to keep as much green in here as I possibly could. The question, I guess, a little bit is, do I need to leave it as farmland? Do we switch that out and not do a bunch of farmland, but maybe it's a steeper cliff here, just two boom, 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 and then we get a big spot of farmland, and then we come down and do another steeper drop off there a little bit. Those are some thoughts that I'm having. So we'll let the farm grow up, see what that looks like before we make any decisions on how to change that in the future. Better sleep through the night before I get killed by any baddies. There's quite a bit more landscaping to do around here, both this side over here, and I'm not sure what that's going to look like. But I've also got over on this side of the pathway quite a bit more landscaping to do as well. And again, not really sure how I'm going to tie all this together and what the total plan is, but I'm thinking that this might be a little bit of a cliffside again, sort of. I don't know if cliffside's the right word, but just a steep hill. And I may bring a path along through here that would come down over here, and maybe we'll build a little cottage over here at the riverside or something like that to make this space a little more than just our little hobbit holes here, and kind of tie things together just a little bit, or maybe set it back into this nook here a little bit that's, again, sort of riverside with a little bit of a backyard or something like that, a side yard, but a nice little cottage over here or something where the tree farm currently is. Just some thoughts of things to do, projects that are in my mind that could go well kind of in this space where it's nice and green and lush right across from the jungle there, and I think would just look good, So that's some thinking and thoughts on what maybe is going to come in the future soon. We have got ourselves a pretty good start here so far between the mine that we have down here, or at least we've started getting going. Our little home here is coming together, getting some design elements laid down, or at least exploring them. And of course our food, our wool farm-ish thing, whatever we want to call this. My sheep pen is happening. And again, the design here out front is coming along. What I'd like to do, one last thing here before at the end of the episode is to use this space right here to address a little bit of our food issues. So I've got food stored over in these barrels here, and so right along here we're going to build ourselves a little chicken cooker. So we're going to do a little bit of redstoning here at the end of the episode, and knock this out right in here. So I'll be able to come over to this side of to the staircase here in our little hole and pull some cooked chicken out of here whenever I need it. And I think that will work pretty nicely for us for a while. And of course, again, it should address pretty much all of our food needs. So I have a few things made for this already, but I will need a couple of, I want a large chest. I'll need 1 and 2 hoppers. So we'll go ahead and make those. And I've also got already made, redstone is right here. A comparator, a couple of repeaters, a dispenser, and my redstone dust. So we'll put those together. I'm now realizing as I move my bucket of water out of the way, I am missing one thing, which is a lava bucket. But we'll need to get a good amount of chickens all fed up and put in here anyway. So we won't cook immediately. We won't be cooking immediately. All right, we drop that double chest there. We drop a hopper in there. And then we need some slabby jabbies. Let's use some deep slate for this. And my stone cutter will pull that out as well. Let's just drop him right here for right now. I have an idea for this space as well that maybe we'll work on in the next episode. A little bit of cobbled deep slate. And you know what? We might need... I think I'd rather actually do deep slate bricks than cobbled deep slate, just as a matter of design and opinion, 100% design and opinion. Let's get a couple other things out of our inventory here. Ugh. Okay. Is that... No, that's sandstone. Oh, but that's regular sand. Let's go ahead and cook that up. We're going to want some glass for this thing. While the glass finishes cooking, I know that we need a deep slate brick slab on top of that hopper right there. And we'll throw the dispenser blowing into that hopper. And then we'll go ahead and do a little bit of the redstone that I want to get done. I'm doing this a little bit differently than maybe some folks might. And I don't think it's going to take... I think it's going to take up a little bit of extra space. I think it could probably be a little bit more compact. But I like the design that I've got going, that I've figured out. And it's going to fit in the space, so I'm not overly concerned about the compactness of everything. So on top of this hopper, we drop a piece of carpet. That's where our chickens are going to sit. And I think I need to dig out just a little bit more here as we go through. Back here with the redstone, I think we're going to go ahead and just use cobblestone. Let's grab a little bit more just in case I've forgotten something. And right here, we're going to drop our comparator. From the comparator will be a piece of redstone. From that redstone will go a repeater. And what I need now is I actually need to be able to drop down to get the repeater going in there and redstone going into the side of the comparator. So we will bring the redstone down a block right there and then over one and back up and then down. And that should do the trick for us. To be safe, let's just try this with a little bit of redstone. Okay, so I did that wrong. So this block actually needs to be up one so that it actually pulls the signal. And now we get what I'm looking for, which is for the dispenser to tick every time that it has an item in the... Oh, we need it in the dispenser. Okay, I was going to do it in the hopper, but it does need to be in the dispenser. Okay, that's okay. Easy, quick fix here. All right, we have 50 redstone. We'll toss in that hopper, and now it should go ahead and transfer down to the large chest. Just needed to move this down. The hopper moves faster than the dispenser does, so we were ending up with additional redstone in the dispenser that wasn't coming out. So this should fix that. So we should see 50 redstone pop in there, and there we go. And that turned out just fine. I mean, that was an easy fix as far as the redstone goes. Just needed to drop it down a level. Now let's go ahead and grab some glass, and we're going to put glass in a couple of places because we are going to have some lava in here, and the lava is going to go right up there, and I think we're going to do the glass at the bottom here, just like that. That'll let us see what chickens are happening in there, and I kind of actually want the lava covered. I don't really want to see the lava, so I think we'll go with some deep slate bricks. That'll match the slab that's in there. And then on the back here, we need to figure out a way to get up to the top. And I'm gonna maybe go ahead and do, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do glass there. This is gonna be more of the design, part of the design. So, and actually, I might take this glass out as well, and this glass, and so we'll be able to see in there still. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. And then up here at the top, this can get enclosed. I'll have to do that once we get the lava. But yeah, I think that this will be good. And I will make it visible from the back side here, right there, which means that this is also going to be deep slate brick. And I made a couple of stairs thinking that maybe that would get us up into the back here, and I think that that will work just fine. So for any maintenance, or when we're actually going to have to get the chickens up here, right? So this is maybe a good way for that to happen. Do I have a shovel on me? I don't. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh well, we'll go ahead and knock this out, and oof, we're really close there to that second level, but I think that will work right there. So I'm gonna get a couple of the chickens bred up, and we'll get this cooker happening. And we have 8 bonk. We have 8 chickens ready to go in here and start our cooker. I guess I don't know really why I put that glass there. It doesn't really look like I needed to do that, the way that I've gone ahead and kind of built this thing up. So that's okay, though. I can at least see the redstone down there a little bit from the top. A little bit of troubleshooting maybe without having to tear everything down. Get in there, friend. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to make really good food. Oh, there you go. Oh, somebody just laid an egg. So that is one thing, actually, that I need to do is I don't want the dispenser firing the eggs right now because, I've got 4 right now. 1, 2, there we go. There's another chicken. There's another one. Oh, wow, that's good rates there. 2 chickens. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this wall out real quickly and just take that comparator out. And when we get ready to actually get this thing running, I can just drop it back in. For now, we'll leave it open, though, because I want to be able to get into that dispenser, pull these eggs out, and continue building up our chicken reserve. And of course I can also come in and feed them. I fed him just before I brought him in, so he's the only one that's going to eat. Okay, while we do that, last thing then as we're doing this is I want to continue building out this ceiling and kind of the wall space over the chicken farm here now, the chicken cooker, and just to kind of see what that looks like and make it work into the design. Now, to continue this design, I've got 2 things in mind, kind of with the shape of the building. And what I don't really want to do is make this entire hallway or whatever round. I don't want it to necessarily match what's going on here. So the question is, how far back do we bring this rounded roof before making it flat on the side makes sense? And I think 2 or 3 rows should be pretty good. So let's see what that looks like on this side. So we would bring the jungle wood down there, and then I would have stairs here, and then we transition to the floor. Now, obviously, we gotta do something right there, so I'm not sure what that's gonna be. But that is not exterior facing, so that's good. Stairs, jungle. That's actually not a terrible breaking point because that's where the staircase for the chicken farm is. Or I could bring this staircase out just a little bit more and actually put it in line with the shape of the wall there. And that might look pretty good too. So let's see what happens with that. Boom, boom. And then a stair there. One more stair, and then we would be on the slab. So yeah, that actually works out pretty well. And I think that that's pretty good. So one thing that I am trying to do a little bit better in this this playthrough is being willing to try something, and then if I need to, tear it down and do something different. I think that I got really caught up last season, the last playthrough in trying to plan everything out before I did it and get it planned just right and exactly how I wanted it. And I think that in this playthrough, a little bit more of this work where I don't necessarily know for sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm willing to go ahead and redo a little bit of something, tear it down and start fresh, or maybe not completely fresh, right? But just something a little bit different. I think that's going to be helpful. Now, my next thought here is to kind of taper this wall down so that it's not an abrupt flash here. So maybe I think I'm gonna have to get up there and play with this. I'm too far away from it, but I think that 2 is going to be enough, especially with the staircase here. I think that's turned out pretty nice, pretty nicely there. So yeah, that'll be good. All right, I'm going to mess with this design a little bit and be back with you. I have brought this design upstairs into the bedroom as well with this 2-block mop mimicking the curvature, and then we'll figure out how to do this. But down here, I'm pretty pleased with how this is working so far. Again, got that sort of 2-block mimicking over here where we can do some designs or things, whatever. And added a little variation to the chicken cooker here with some stairs. And I've messed with this a little bit. I'm not sold on this crossbar yet, but it just doesn't look very complete up here. So as we transition this roof into wood and do some things, this will probably change again. But for now, that's going to work for us. What I did not anticipate was just how annoying all of the chickens would be. They are noisy and it's obnoxious. So that's kind of annoying. I may go ahead and get on vanilla tweaks and get a mob silencing thing so that they are quiet. And then I would need to get a whole bunch of name tags, which probably means I'm going to have to track down a villager. That's all okay. We'll find him. That's no problem. Anyway, this has been a great first episode. We have some farm area out here for food. We've got a chicken cooker for food, and we've even got our starter base started. This pathway has turned out really well. I'm pretty happy with it right now. I'm very pleased, and the look of everything up here is okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of research between episodes. And get a little inspiration for maybe how to clean up this front area a little bit. Like I said, I'm not totally sold on, where all the brown is. I don't like. I'm just now thinking about something that okay. All right. This all looks different than what it did just a few moments ago, and I will explain why in the next episode. I say a few moments ago in the video. It's been several days for me since I recorded, had a big event that I hosted, and have been away from the game, and I'm realizing why everything looks so different and why that brown is in there, and I will explain in episode 2. So I hope that everyone had a great New Year's Eve. This is releasing on New Year's Day, and I am really looking forward to continuing this world in 2024 and seeing what it has in store for us and how we can transform it to be something different than what it was when we came in. So have a great New Year's Day, and I will see you again in a week or two. We'll see what kind of time I've got to record, but it will be either a week or two. That's going to be my goal in 2024 is to commit to at least one video every 2 weeks, and during the summertime, hopefully a little bit more when school is out of session. But yeah, this has been a great first episode. Appreciate you coming along, and I hope you are ready for the journey into 2024. Because I am hoping it will be a good one. So until we're in the world again, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you.